Boot fans, what's going on, and welcome in. Right here today we got the Magista Opus right in front of me. This is like the high-end model in the Magista series, although it's not the highest since that goes to the Obra. Before we kick this off and check these boots out, make sure you subscribe. There's a button on your screen if you haven't done that before. Definitely appreciate it. As for these boots, obviously they're very unique. They've got this like 3D textured upper, and that comes down to this Kangalite material that's covering a mesh. You might not see that in images online, especially the fact that it is like a 3D style texture. In order to make this mesh underneath waterproof, there is Nike Skin applied and ACC technology. So it's a very advanced boot. That Kangalite that sits on top was obviously the same material as we saw in the CTR 360 range, which these boots have replaced. It gives it a soft feel. So even on a mesh underneath does have that Nike Skin, it's still very soft. I'll roll it around to the heel. You get a good heel counter in place. Magista hit right here on the back. That swoosh kind of glimmers when it catches the right light, which is nice. Pretty standard tongue. It's got that little contour that fits against your ankle. And then we get the same sole plate that we saw applied to the Obra. It's a cool little boot. And speaking of the Obra, we might as well bring that in right now, since that features that collar, that mid-cut collar. There's a lot different about these boots, not just technology, but visually as well. You'll notice that the actual colors used are slightly different, with the Obra here on my right featuring it's like a hot pink style color compared to like this purple style pink, if that makes sense. It's a little bit darker on the Opus. And then the upper is obviously vastly different since you got Flyknit compared to the mesh in the upper. And in general, performance is just vastly different. And then that mid-cut collar side by side. Sole plates are the same. At least they've kept something consistent. And that's all got to do with, you know, this motion sole plate and 360-degree turning. The whole agility factor of the boot. So basically, for those of you that want to know what the difference between these boots are, there are significant differences, and you're getting a completely different type of performance between each. It just varies on what kind of a style you're looking for, and if you're willing to fork out $250 for the higher end Obra. Obra itself weighs in at 7.2 ounces compared to our Opus, which you're looking at right now, and these are 8 ounces. So they are still pretty much a lightweight boot, lightweight control style boot. And as I've said, they've replaced the CTR 360, which I have right here, CTR 363. A lot of you guys are sorry to see this boot go into retirement. There's pretty much nothing similar between these boots. They're absolutely completely different. So you're not going to get anywhere near the same type of performance. Where they are a little bit similar is compared to the Hypervenom against the Phantoms. And the reason being that you do get that textured upper, that 3D feel, even though it's vastly different. They've got a similar cut, similar fit, and you know, they've got that textured feel on the ball. So that's kind of where Nike have gone with this release. So there you have it, guys. This is the Opus. They're available for about $200. Very interesting release. I want to know what you guys have to say about them. Hit up the comment section down below. Let me know what you think about them, and let me know if you prefer what they have to offer compared to the Obra, or if you do technically prefer the Obra against them. I'm interested to hear what you have to say, and I'll get involved in the conversation. If you enjoyed this video, definitely appreciate any likes you have to offer. And until next time, guys, thanks for watching.